Good afternoon, everybody. Marty Richards with Richland Center Tourism here today. And we're doing a little bit of a behind the scenes look here and just a little teaser for you of what to expect here this summer. So today we got a real big treat. I got Lainee Burks with me, correct?
Hi.
Yep. And Lainee and I are also joined by Throttle and Adele, correct?
Yep.
So they're just hanging out with us, having just a neat discussion about the upcoming Wisconsin High School State Rodeo Finals that will be in Richland Center June 11th, 12th, and we confirmed the 13th. It's funny, I'm looking up on the calendar. Lainee knows exactly when these dates are going to be. So June 11th, 12th, and 13th. We're excited to have you join us. Real quick today, I've got Lainee with me. She's royalty. And if I remember correctly, was this just a thing in the family that gets handed down? Because I think your grandma was a rodeo queen?
My grandma was a rodeo queen, and so is my mom.
And your mom too. So you just, it's automatic, right? And when you have a daughter, she automatic. It's like English royalty. They become...
It should be.
It should be, but that's not at all how it works,
No.
is it? Okay. So why don't you give us a little background on what that process is to become the high school rodeo queen, what that process is or what you do to achieve that title.
So at the Richland Center Wisconsin High School Rodeo State Finals, there is a queen competition. On Thursday night, you start and you have to do a series of events to compete to become the queen. So you have to take a written test on the rule books of Wisconsin High School Rodeo. And you also have to do a speech in front of the judges along with an impromptu question, and then after that you do a personal interview. You also do a horsemanship pattern, and then you get judged on stuff like your appearance and your personality and that kind of stuff. And then the winner is crowned on Sunday at Short Go.
So there's a bit of a point total. They kind of keep tally, and whoever has the most points after that's all done, they're the rodeo queen for the next year.
Yes.
Correct? Okay, and that's along with the events you're in as well.
Yes.
So you also then are in events.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about the different events you are in.
I'm in 3 other events other than the queen competition. I compete in the barrel racing, goat tying, and the breakaway roping.
Okay, and I take it that you don't just wake up one day and go, hey, I'm going to get into barrel racing, right?
No, there's a lot of practice that goes along with you and your horse.
And the horse. So we have friends and family, not family, friends that they have competed in barrel racing, and I've heard them talk about, some days the horse doesn't have a good day, right? So a lot of work with that. Cool.
Yeah.
So I guess I would have to ask, what's your favorite thing about the rodeo? And so just a real quick point of education, because for years I'm born and raised in the Richland Center area, Ithaca to be more specific, but Richland Center area. And so I'm very familiar with the Wisconsin State High School Rodeo, being in Richland Center, but I thought that was it. I thought, hey, this is awesome. The rodeo's coming to town, and that's it. Well, wait a minute. There are a series of events that lead up to that. So can you tell us just a little bit how that works, the season?
So you start off, the season begins in the fall, and you go from a few months in the fall, like 2 months in the fall, and then you have a break all winter, and you don't really compete at the Wisconsin High School Rodeos. Then you start back up again, and it's the same season, and you start in the spring. And then you have the Wisconsin High School Rodeo State Finals, and then all the points from the fall and the spring get added together, and the state finals get added together, and the top 4 people in each event with the most points get to go to the national finals. But
the Wisconsin State High School Final in Richland Center is a pretty big deal, because the points are weighted a little higher than at the other events. And that really sometimes can decide who gets to go on to nationals.
That's why the state finals is like the big deal.
It is.
That's why people want to beat it.
I think it's a big deal.
Yes, it's a very big deal.
Very cool. Well, thank you for joining us, Lainee. Really appreciate it. And thanks for having Throttle and Adele. I want to say repo in the worst way, because you do have one of the horses in the background.
My dad's horse,
I just think that's the coolest name in the world for a horse. I kind of want to know the story behind that.
My dad's pretty proud of it.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us
Yes,
and
of
letting
course.
us come out and bother you today. But good luck this year. We're
Thank
excited
you.
to see you on June 11th, 12th, and 13th, right? At the Richland County Fairgrounds. And looking forward to that. We'll be cheering for you.
We're
Got to
looking
be
forward to
honest.
it, too.
Yeah, and I got to be honest. You'll be my favorite there.
Oh, thank
so,
you.
And I probably have some friends competing too. So I'll be honest, but I'll be pulling for you.
Thank you.
So for Richland Center Tourism, we're excited to see you this summer in June. Also the parade. We'll
Yes,
have to
we're
chat
excited
about
for the
that.
parade,
Yep,
yeah.
we'll have to chat about that again later, or in the future. But thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you here in June. I'm Marty Richards for Richland Center Tourism. Have a great day.